The latest update for Grand Theft Auto Online has brought a lot of content, and one thing I actually didn't notice is that there were two new convertible vehicles that were added into the game. We have the Vapid Dominator GT, and we also have access to the Vigero ZX, which is another convertible vehicle we can see right here. Both of these cars sit around the $2 million mark, and both of them are faster on lap time and even top speed compared to their normal counterparts, which actually makes these a great buy. In today's video, I'll be specifically taking a look at the upgrades of the Vapid Dominator GT. We'll be taking a look at its lap time and overall capabilities. I think this car looks great. I'm always a big fan of muscle cars. And the major problem I've had with the Dominator GTX for so long is that it's always pretty mediocre, at least on its top speed. It's got great handling, but it's still like 22nd in terms of lap time when it comes to the muscles category, which is pretty bad nowadays. So I'm hoping that this vehicle actually has some good custom... Oh yeah, it definitely does, just looking at that bumper option there. So let's see, we can do a secondary bolt-on bumper. There's a lot of options here, and definitely the bolt-on bumper is the one I'm going for. We're going to go for primary, though, because I think that looks better than the secondary option. Oh, yeah. That looks so good. That looks so good. All the other options are pretty lame, so we're going to go with a trimmed bumper here. Ooh, I really like that secondary option, the way that it matches that, but unfortunately, it kind of takes away... Yeah, we're going to go with the primary trimmed bumper. I think that looks better just because, even though I really like those accents, it just looks better like this. Okay, we got some engine tunes, we got exhaust, pretty basic exhaust. I don't really like that singular one. I'm going to go with a chrome round exhaust. I like that. We got some fender options, which doesn't really do much, I'm going to be honest, so we're just not going to go with the fenders. We got some grill designs. Yeah, I actually don't really like this stock grill, I'm going to be honest. I don't like the Vapid logo much. It's very low res, and it just doesn't look great on the vehicle. So, let's see. We can do a plastic GT grill, not a big fan of that. I do like the chrome, and I also like the primary. That all looks pretty nice. We can also do... Ooh, I really like these grills here, so we can either do plastic or chrome. I'm gonna go with a street grill. I really like that design there. That looks absolutely sick. Okay, a lot of hood options. Ooh, I really like that. Okay, so we got kind of like a nostril hood, the primary GT hood. Then we got kind of like your classic muscle car hoods here. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna go with... Ooh, I really like this design here. I'm not gonna lie, I really like that. I think I'm gonna go with the race hood. That looks epic. Normally I don't go with hoods where you can see the engine exposed, but it doesn't look tacky. That actually looks really clean. Okay, let's do some xenon lights on the front of this baby. We got some livery options. We got black racing stripes. We got red racing stripes. I really like that. Then we got sports racing stripes. That looks super clean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. Muscle, street, then we got a white track. We can kind of see it there. We got solid track racing. Okay. We got Vapid graphics. Oh, that looks epic. I'm a big fan of that. We got Ron Racing. This is really cool. We got splatter livery, inverted splatter, dazzle camouflage. Ooh, and I like this a lot. Viper yellow looks really cool. Okay, we are going to go with Vapid graphics. I think that looks absolutely epic. We've got mirror designs. We'll just go with carbon. Doesn't really matter too much. Mudguards. I always like mudguards. Why not? All right, can we do... Yeah, we'll do the E-Cola license plate. That looks nice. I'm going to mess around with the colors and see what I like. I've decided to go with a Midnight Classic Silver paired with this livery. I just think that looks absolutely amazing, the striping paired with this color. So that's what we're going to stick with. We also got some secondary color options here, which... Oh, sweet, we actually can do on the back there as well. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to do a white. Yeah. It's either white or I could do a red. Let me see how the red looks. So... Ooh, you know what? We're doing the red instead. That looks way better. That's so good. Oh, man. All right, I'm actually really liking this car a lot now. We got some spoiler options we can do on the back. So we can do a red wing, or we can do... I'm definitely going to go with the red wing over that if I have the choice. What other options do we have? These are all pretty basic. Ooh, that's kind of a cool spoiler, but I'm definitely going to stick... Ooh, wait. I kind of like this one, too. Yeah, you know, I'm going to stick with the low level. I think that looks better. All right, let's lower that suspension. We got transmission. We got some trunk designs. I'm going to leave it the way it is. We got turbo. Vents. Okay, so we got the stock vent, and then we can do, okay, definitely going to be red. That looks really nice there. Wheel type, I am going to go with my classic high-end rims, just because it's going to give us better lap time, give it bulletproof tires, and finish it off with fully tinted windows. This actually looks fantastic. Like, normally I'm not the biggest fan of convertibles, but I think Rockstar did an absolutely epic job on the customization for this vehicle. It looks so dang mean. Let's put on the convertible aspect here, because why buy a convertible if you're not going to lower the roof? But yeah, personally, I think this looks absolutely epic. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this vehicle, but the livery options are great, and just, yeah, I'm a big fan of this. So let's go test it out and see how it can do on the lap time. If you are wondering this vehicle's top speed, it is 123 miles per hour, which is actually pretty good. It's nothing crazy for the muscle category, but it's good enough to get the job done. So we got our 4-mile journey ahead of us, and I'm ready to test this out. Full speed ahead. Now, obviously, because this is a muscle car, it is rear-wheel drive. I don't think there are any all-wheel drive muscle cars. The only one that could be is possibly the EVX, which is the electric one, because obviously electric vehicles in real life are usually all-wheel drive, but I'm not sure if that one is actually all-wheel drive or not. All right, let's roll around this corner. Oh yeah, this vehicle's got really, really good handling. I know that's one of the major good things I've been hearing from a lot of my friends, is that this vehicle's handling is absolutely incredible. All right, so we're going to slow down a teeny bit, make it around that corner there. Nice. Had a little bit of tail spin, but nothing too bad. Oh, unfortunate. All right, looks like we got to redo this one. Attempt number 2. Let's see if we don't have a car drive in front of us this time. Alrighty. People ask me why I do my lap times on the street, and it's usually just because I like to drive these vehicles like anybody else would. When you see lap times being completed from, you know, like Bruffy1322, they're obviously in the perfect scenario. And if you want a lap time like that, you'll probably get a pretty good idea of how the vehicle's going to handle. But I always like to do it based off of, like, what it's like to drive on the street, because, you know, you're going to have to drive in and out of traffic, you're going to have to deal with cars. And I think it does add a bit of a realism effect, because you're never ever going to be driving these vehicles in an actual lap time, unless you're doing races. So, you know, that's how I like to do it. Here we are. This time, no cars pulled out in front of us. We're making our way on the uphill area. Alright, not too bad. Just going to squeeze through here. I'm just praying that no vehicles are in front of us. Okay, all good, all good. Hug it tight, hug it tight. Alright, just got to get around that car. Okay, not bad at all. This time, pretty good, actually. Alright, so that car is going to turn away from us. We do have a vehicle in front, but we can easily scooch our booty around that. Let's take this jump. A little bit of air. Nothing we have to worry about. We're at 1 minute, 14 seconds on the clock so far, and we've started our downhill descent. This is where we're going to get a good idea of this vehicle's true handling. Not too bad so far. Not too bad on that first corner. Let's see. Oh, it is a muscle car. I will admit that. You can see right there that it took that corner super duper wide. It didn't really affect our lap time because it's not going to matter, but oh yeah, I can definitely say that it's still not as good as a sports car on its handling. There are some muscle cars that are really good. Like the GTX definitely is better handling, but because it's quite a bit slower on top speed, it's not really going to matter all too much. So here we go, roll around this corner. Nice, okay. This car's weird because it feels like you're going to lose grip, and it feels like you're going to spin out. And sometimes you do get into that situation. But at the same area, it also has good enough handling that you don't usually have to worry about it. So it's kind of weird. But either way, we're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock right now. If we finish with a 2:30, I'll be pleased, because that'll be about the same as the average sports car. And a muscle car finishing similar to the average sports car is pretty solid. So here we go. Got to roll around this corner. Nice. 225. Just got to get around here. And yeah, not too bad. I'll take it. And done. 232. I definitely could have done that lap better in certain areas. I'd say we'll leave it at about a 230 if I had done it a little bit better on certain spots and given it a couple more attempts. So not too bad at all. That's about the same as the average sports car in GTA. Vehicles like the SM722, vehicles like the Masacro, and Dubachi 770 all finish around that area. So yeah, there's actually no real complaints I have. This vehicle has great customization. It looks fantastic. fantastic in my opinion. The fact that it's convertible makes it really unique, and it's faster than the GTX in every way. It's actually the 4th fastest muscle car in lap time, at least from Ruffy1322's perspective. So, in my opinion, it doesn't feel like anything incredible, but it is a very fun vehicle. So, if you like the overall design, it's not a bad pickup. However, I will admit it is quite expensive. $2.2 million for a muscle car is not cheap. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this vehicle. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Let me know. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.